Right, folks. Now, I have had this van for 3 years. Love my van. Absolutely fucking love it. Apart from my wife and my child, who is a complete pain in the arse, the van is probably the most loved thing. Oh, I've got to include the dogs as well. Oh, for fuck's sake, there'll be a row with June. Yeah, the van is probably one of the most loved things in my life. I absolutely love my van. I like it because it's just like an old builder's van. It's just a van. Ideally, in this world of want and need and selfishness, I would love a Transit Sport or a Transit Le Mans, right? I would absolutely fucking love it. If there's anybody out there who, if Ford want me to have a Transit Le Mans or a Transit Sport, please send it my way, please. I'd love it. But as it is, I've got my Mark 7. It's a 2011. It's done 94,000 miles. It's fully serviced. I've got all the history on it, and I do. I suppose in one way I could look after it a little bit better, but because of what it is, as June says, it's a van. You're all on the piss, ain't you? Look, that's doing my head in. There you go. But what it is now then, folks, I'm going to try and tidy the back of the van up. As you can see, it's just panelling floor, and look, there's a bucket in case we need a piss when we're out and you can't. The amount now, when you go toilets in town centres and city centres, and you have to keep paying 20p, and who carries cash? Who carries fucking 20p in case they need a piss? And then when you go for a piss up the side of fucking Primark, they moan at you. Make the toilets free. We can send 3 billion or 4 billion to Ukraine. Make the fucking toilets free. People get caught short, old buffers get caught short, needing a piss. What are they supposed to do if they ain't got 20 pence on them? Fucking does my head in. Went off on one there, didn't I? So what I'm going to do, folks, is I've got plans for the van, but I've not got actual plans. I've bought some carpet for the van. I've bought some. See what I've done, folks. What I've done, because I knew this was going to happen. I've actually put a seat in the back. Well, I haven't. Robinson's garage did. The lads there, I know, they did me a seat in the garage, in their garage. I've got some tongue and groove panelling down there, and down the side of the van next to the seat, I'm going to put that, because I think hopefully it will just give it that bit more. Whoever's sitting in the back don't want to be sitting next to a hardboard or any, you know, things like that. Plus there's a big fucking hole in the bottom of the panelling down there. There's a big hole there that you can't really see it, can you? Because it's dark, folks. It's the middle, well, it's June the 5th. We've just been had the Americans have just celebrated kicking our fucking arses in 1744 or whatever it fucking was, and sending us home. And it's the 5th of July, and it's fucking cold. Look, and the talk of global warming, changing or whatever. So yeah, what I'm going to do is, I've bought a carpet, I'm going to put that down there. That seat is actually removable. I've made it so that the bolts are welded underneath, and if I need to remove the chair, the seat, I can just unbolt it, unnut it, and that's it. So I'm looking to use, there's that fabric there. I was going to give that to me mate Mad Vans, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the material on the back doors to make it up, and I don't know, folks, this is just work in progress. People don't really do vans up like this. They just I don't know, they just use them, don't they? Because this is all it is. It's just like a builder's van, and I fucking love it. So I'm going to take this carpet out, bin that bit of carpet there. That used to be in the den in the third bedroom in the house, and no, it weren't. It was stairs carpet. That right, stairs carpet and landing carpet. So I'm going to bin that and just crack on. I've got my new boots. I'm going to call that one Howard and that one Jack. Howard, Jack. Work out the cryptic message if you can. I'm not sure if you can, but here we go. So, right, I'm going to get rid of all this carpet, bin it, and then I'm going to try and make plans and think about what I need to do. Okay, folks. Right, folks, nothing much has happened. Junior's been out and she's chucked her oar in, even though she hasn't got a whore. We've had a chat, and what the plan was that we were just going to use up materials that we'd got to do the van up. And June has now decided that we're going to fabric the whole of the van. So I'm going to go and pop along to Van Pimps in Selby. They do everything. If you look at my camper van conversion, they do all the stuff that you need to convert a van inside. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually fabric the whole of the van out now. I'm going to remove that stupid shelf. I've ripped it off. I caught it the other day and knackered that. We've had a new sofa and I put the old one in here and caught it and yeah, ripped it off the wall. So what we're going to do is we're going to fabric the doors, all the panelling. We're just going to fabric it now. I've bought a carpet for the van, but what I'm also going to do is I'm going to sand that oil off, or try and get as much of it off or up or out the way as possible, because I don't want it to knacker my carpet, and that's it really. So
why don't you paint over it?
Why don't I paint over it now?
That oil stain, you could use some blocking paint or something.
I suppose I could use some blocking paint, but how much blocking paint do we need?
Oh, I've got something in my stash.
Oh, you've got a stash, have you?
Yeah.
Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get a bit of a sanding anyway to try and get some of it up, and yeah, that's what it's all about. So folks, this is as good as it's going to get. Didn't Jack Nicholson do that? Good as it gets. Anyway, yeah. My sandpaper just keeps blocking up. I've got most of it off. It's alright. Obviously the stop oil lot are laughing at me because I didn't stop the oil from falling over and all into my van. Hey! Does this face look bothered? So, what I'm going to do now is just give it a quick hoover, or a vacuum, because Hoover's the brand, isn't it? I'm going to give it a quick vacuum because we've got a Hetty Hoover. Give it a quick clean out, and then I'm going to start taking the stuff down and start preparing everything for the transformation. Give that a clean and all shit up. So I have just removed the panel, the first panel here. And like most transits, Mark 7s, they rust there. I think what has happened is whoever had this before me and before the person who had the van or whatever, because this had got screw holes there. So obviously, did you know what? I said this on the Silver Street when I did that. Whoever decides to drill into the wheel arches of a fucking van really, really want their heads looking at. You are complete numpties, and I just don't understand it. Why would you want to drill into something that's exposed like that in a place where it gets wet, it stays wet, there's no sunlight, it just rots. It just absolutely rots. And you're just a fucking idiot. If you've done this in the past, you're a fucking idiot. Right, so I've been up and seen my mate at the garage who did the last one. And he says it should be okay. It's fairly solid. And there's not much point in fucking about with it. So what he suggested was that I rub it down, I give it a right good sanding, a good rubbing down with my wire brush, red oxide it, and that should see the van through. It just amazes me how fucking stupid people can be doing things like this. Okay folks, right, I'm going to crack on. I've got my wire brush, I've got some wet and dry, I've got my red oxide, I've got a paintbrush, and I'm going to do it. He also did mention that it would be an idea to put a strip of mastic down there, just to, it could help it along. So alright folks, and so I've taken the other panel off. I don't know what they used, but it was like fuck, I just couldn't get it off. Amazing stuff, absolutely amazing. As you can see, I've got a bit more rust here, and it's nowhere near as bad as that side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wire wool this, wire brush this, give it a rub down again with some wet and dry, tidy it all up. I've ordered myself some sound deadening pads so I can put that on. I'm not going to put the boxes back on over the wheel arches. I'm going to leave them. I'm going to cover them in padding like I did on the other, on the Silver Streak, and then we're going to put material over that one as well, and just see how we go. Yeah, not really a lot to tell you there, but I'm just going to crack on. So folks, it's day 2. I did all the prepping and stuff yesterday, patched that up and put the oxide, red oxide on it. Now we're going to move on to doing some fabricing. I've got this piece of fabric from when I did Gingy's car, so what I've done is I've laid it all down, hopefully going to try and keep it all going the same direction. I might need to move it around a bit more to get all the thread of the cloth going in the same direction, but here we go. So just chuck round them, cut them out, and here we go. Alright folks, so here we have a couple of the panels done. We've got a couple over there that are done. I've just trod on the lid of the fucking glue. Here's Junie baby, she's giving it a good sniffing. It's like the old days, June.
It is, isn't it?
Hey, happy days of the camper van that's been established for. Hey,
I like this bit.
I know you did. You couldn't wait to do this, could you? To be fair.
A bit like wallpapering.
Yeah, it's yeah. When we did the camper van, when we did that brand deal, they got over 30 years of experience in the insurance game, haven't they?
Yeah.
So now we give it a good coating of glue, don't we, June? Because
yeah, make sure the bleeder don't come off.
Yeah, we don't want the bleeder to come off. So hold on, I've got some screws in there, haven't I, June, that I've got to take out. Right, I'll take the screws out, folks, and we'll be... So here we have June doing the fabricing. Is there any tips you would like to issue for the fabricing, June?
No, not really.
You just have to work your way round it. You have to feel...
It's very forgiving, isn't it?
Yeah, this is good stuff. If you do buy some, folks, then you got to...
Because it does stretch quite a bit, because I only left
inch.
about an inch, yeah.
Yeah. But you do have to glue it well, don't you? It's no good. Don't be tight with the glue.
The more glue, the better. I think is the.
Obviously, we've got a bit of a dodgy area here. It's a pointy corner thing.
Yeah, not sure what I'm going to do with that, but anyway, let's get it.
Yeah, it's when you cut it like a fan, isn't it, babe, when you do that?
Yeah, but this one I can't, can I? Because I'm kind of overlapping. Will it fit if I overlap?
Yeah, it'll fit. I'll make it fit. I'll put my 22 stone behind it, and... But then it's like just cutting slits and slots out of it, ain't it, June?
Yeah, put
little V's, and it works its way in. It's if you're not sure, folks, just go back to me camper van conversion when I was sponsored by.
Just cutting a couple of either.
Yeah. Crocodile teeth.
Yeah. Put a couple of them in. It just makes it easier.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to start putting the panels back in the doors. Let's get this done, eh, baby? Yeah. I am sweating like a big fat pig. It's warm, it's humid, it's really hot. The state of play at the moment is that we've got the panels all fabriced, got the material on. I had to go to B&Q to get some bits, and June finished off the last bit of panelling, fabricing. Because to be fair, she's fucking good at it. She's good at it. I don't know why, but she's good at it, but don't tell her that. It's a fucking big head. Big fucking head if she fucking finds out. She could get a job at Mad Vans, helping them out. So while I popped her up and she finished that last bit off, I've got this. They've got the doors redone, the backing, the panelling on the doors. You know, it's not as good as the Silver Streak, but I'm happy with it. That's all I wanted, to be fair. I didn't want it to look over the top. I didn't want to try and make it look like some kind of camper van. I didn't want it to, you know, I just didn't want the wood there. This is all just about me arsing about, doing things. Now, the only problem I've got is that when I did put this one on, I used the original plugs, butt plugs, to connect it to the door. You come to this side, I couldn't get them in for some reason. It was just a pain in the arse. So I've been to B&Q, I bought some screws and the screw cap covers. So I now use them. The only problem I've got now is that when I take that one out, it leaves like a dent in the fabric. So fuck it, I'm gonna leave it. So them two are done. I've got them done there, which I'm happy about. You know, it's like I said, I just wanted it to be a van, but a little bit smarter inside. I didn't want it to look like some of these Volkswagens that are there and all that. So while I went to B&Q, June finished the last bit of fabricing off, because, to be fair, she's quite good at it. Don't tell her. Big-headed. Don't tell her, will you? She could just, you know. Yeah. So while we've just been doing this, fortunately, Amazon, that place that everybody hates but everybody fucking uses, because it's just easy, cheap and everything, they turned up with the deadening, so the sound deadening pads. So I'm going to put them on there, to then I'll be fabricating that, and then I'm going to put the last two panels on. Yeah, just waiting for my mat to turn up for the floor, and that's about it really, folks. It's been hard graft. I say hard graft, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's like a fucking normal job. I mean, fuck me, I'm arsing around in the back of a Transit with a wife. What an idea. But yeah, so I'm going to get this done, and then I'll show you a bit more when I've done it. Here's my little Junie baby. Day 3. June's at work. I'm having a donkey's knob. I'm salad. In the village we've got cost cutters. And as you walk through, the doors that open to let you in the morning, on the right hand side, they've got an array of different cobs, which are absolutely brilliant. They're all freshly made on the day, but they can't make them tomorrow, can they? So you go and get your cob. Brilliant. Right. Let me show you. Now, bloody hell, chewy cob. Now, June did that piece of fabricing on her own while I went in B&Q to get the extra few bits I needed. So well done, Junie baby. That's not fitted yet. I've got to hoover it because it got dropped on the grass, so it's got all bits and bobs on it. Today I'm going to cover the wheel arches in the fabric, fit this to the sides. I might go and get some boarding and use the last bit of fabric and put it on the bulkhead, just to finish it all off. I'm hoping my mat turns up today, so that I can put that down, and then that hopefully should be it. There isn't a more I'm going to do to it. I'm going to leave the roof as it is. I'm not spending more money on stuff like that. There's no fucking point. I'm not sleeping in it. It's just to make it nice and tidy inside. I might do something one day with it, but I'm not planning on doing anything with it. Yeah, so it might be the bulkhead, get the mat down, get that done. I've got some lights to put in as well. I've got some remote control lights that I can use from the cab and turn them on and off for people who are in the back when they're exiting the van, or getting in the van, I suppose. All right, folks, I'm gonna eat my ham salad donkey's knob, and get on with it. Right, it is day 4 of this tidying up of the van. Oh, it's gone dark. Can you see me? Can you see me? I don't know if you can see me. It's gone dark. Whatever. You can make me out. Big. There you go. Oh, look at that. It's worked. We've took the dogs a walk. It's Friday morning. It's the day after Boris's day after. The buffoon's gone, and that's it really. So what it is, folks, is why is that so dark? Is that better? Can you see me now? Ah, that's better. You can see me now, can't you? Just that little bit too close. Told you to get back. So we just took the dogs a walk. That's why I'm a little bit red-faced. Just look like a bit of a beetroot. Look like a bit of a gammon. So anyway, we've done all the panelling. We've got it all sorted on this journey of doing this van up. Fucking journey. Who the fuck says journey? I fucking hate it. Very American. Very American, that my journey. So what we've done, I showed you that, got them done yesterday. Junie baby has done the helped me do this. She did the panelling, this fabricing, didn't you, Junie?
I did.
Hard work, weren't it, Junie baby? Huh?
What?
I said it was hard work.
Anything's hard work in this weather, but yeah, it is quite hard work.
Yeah, so we've done that side, so that's all up and fixed. I've left the hooks out because what I want to do is I want to put a chain through the hooks in the dog cage so that it holds it in place. Because if I have to brake hard, we don't want the cages flying forward into the bulkhead or into the chair that I've got there, the 4th chair. So what we're going to do today, or in the next hour or so, the bulkhead, we're going to material. Oh, for fuck's sake, let's walk through because I can't get through. Getting old. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, now I've hurt my leg. So what I've got is I've been and bought some hardboard. There's the hardboard. Had it cut in juice, and there's a bloke in front of me, right, and he must have been having about 20 pieces of wood cut up. Bored. Oh, for fuck's sake, just let me go. I need 2 cuts and I can go. But no, I had to stand there waiting for 15 fucking minutes. Does my head in. Anyway, went to B&Q in Loughborough. Had a word with the manager. Very nice man he is. Well, he is to me. So what we're going to do now, folks, is we're going to cut this bit of fabric out, stick it onto this board, and then I'm going to stick it there. I better chisel that off, Hannah. Better get rid of that because I don't want it. Ugh. That bit will do. That's it, that'll do. But that's it, folks. What do you think? Like I said, I don't want it to be like a camper van thing. I just wanted to tidy it up. And yeah, there we go. Right, let's get on with this. Now here's a little tip. Don't eat yellow snow. You see how that is nice? That looks professional, doesn't it, Junie baby? Yeah. Show 'em what you do, Joan. Joan? Who the bloody hell's Joan?
It's your fantasy, isn't it, Joan Sims?
Joan
so
Sims.
Just meet it like that.
Nip it.
Stick it to one side to the other side, and then just cut as close as you can. It gives a better neat finish. On the straight corners, it don't work so well on angled corners.
Well, look at that. Are you clever?
Here's another tip. Never buy that.
It's the lid has burst and it's just gone everywhere. And the price of fuel nowadays, it won't be worth going back to B&Q, taking it back and fucking about.
It goes everywhere.
It's gone everywhere.
It's on the back.
Yeah, so but it's all right. We're there. So there's June's tip of the day. Don't eat yellow snow. Right, now then, we've got a bit more of this done. I've had to wait for the mat to turn up. As you can see, we have got the fabricing done. Is it called fabricing or material?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's done. It's on. So what I did as well to finish this all off, I've actually bought a mat for the back of the van. We'll lay this down, we'll show you what it is. It's a two-piece mat, and I'm going to have to cut some holes out to obviously fit the seat there. Does that feel a good quality rug to you, June?
Yes.
Yes, you can't beat a good quality rug. All right, see you in a second. So you've just seen us opening the rug, and I thought it was a two-piece rug, but it wasn't. It was a one-piece rug. It fits pretty snug. Probably just in some places it's just it goes in, but it just sits up a little bit, you know what I mean? But it's all right. It do what we want to do. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the seat back over there. I'm going to have to cut holes into the rug, into the mat or whatever it is, and then fit the seat back down. And then I've actually bought a new dog cage for the lurcher. We've got the one small cage for the little shit Twoodle, and yeah, so hopefully that should be about it then. I've also bought some lights that I'm going to fit on the sides there to give us it's a remote control lights so I can switch them on, switch them off when people are getting in and out of the van in the dark. So yeah, I don't know about you lot, but I'm fucking well happy with it. So can we, so the chair's back in, the seat's back in the back of the van. It's all bolted down. I might have that out one day and get that frame sandblasted and resprayed. We'll see. June's doing a bit of a battle with the new dog crate. What do you reckon, Junie baby?
I think it looks good. Really good.
Yeah. So, right, let's get the dog crates in, folks. So, Junie baby,
What?
the van is done, isn't it?
It is.
All sorted. Dog crates in. Lined.
Lights.
I've got my lights. I've got my lights on a little remote control. What have we done here? So there you go. So that's for when people are getting in and out in the dark, or when I've got June in the van. Just turn them off. As June thought she was going to open the door. They also touch, so they come on when you punch them. Show you from the side. I will be securing the crates down, like I said earlier on. I've got to get some chain. I'm going to fix the cages to the hooks there, and also fix them together so they don't slide. Also treated the van to a new mat inside. So this is for you people who keep asking for a tour of the van. It's a Transit van Mark 7. It's done 94,000, fully serviced, and now it's just been tidied up inside as well. My van. So I hope you enjoyed this little mini compilation of me and June doing the van. Just something I've always wanted to do, and that's it, all done. All right folks, laters.